Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. My name's Domas. Out here in snowy Lithuania, thinking of time that I've in the last couple of weeks, last 4 weeks, reflecting on the time because I've been retaining, and it's been like it's changing my mind. It's got a lot to do with how I see women, how I see relationships. It's kind of jumping around, And I wanted to say this morning, I was walking, I was like, semen retention sucks, man. Because it changes you, how you think, how you act, what's your priorities, Like, I wonder how I'll be after like 100 days, Everything's been going fine, like I've started painting more, started kind of talking to people, talking to women, a woman, and trying to sort of be my strongest self. But my old self, my ego self, my old self keeps coming back into the picture and keeps wanting to mess things up, keeps wanting to release, it keeps wanting to go back to the old routine because it doesn't know the new routine, because the new routine is forming, and there's still time that needs to pass to find that new me. So if you're on semen retention, stay strong. Don't relapse. It's not gonna be better. Don't think that it's gonna be better. And somehow taking away that pleasure, that release, that relaxation, somehow you kind of like put yourself in a little cage. But somehow, sometimes when you limit yourself, when you close the doors, when you close yourself off in a room, there's nothing else to do but to create. There's nothing else to do but to think of what's exciting. You kind of put yourself into a jail cell, Watch these interrogation room interviews, or sometimes like people commit crimes and they have to go to jail for life. And I'm like, am I in jail? Am I putting myself in jail? Am I like abstaining from pleasure? Is it good? But if I didn't abstain, didn't, think about this for my whole life, and now I'm only thinking about this, I'm starting to think about it. 27 days now. 27 days on retention. And yeah, it's a weird experience, man. It's a weird, like as if I haven't been a man before, Like, in this time, in these 27 days, I probably would have released like a lot of time. Like, I don't know. Like, every time you release, your personality changes, It becomes weaker. It becomes more, I don't know, it becomes more like female, It becomes more like feminine. It becomes more like weaker. I don't know how to put it, But now, when you don't release, when you don't think about pleasure as a main source of dopamine, you start to look for other things how to get that dopamine, and it's that long-term pleasure. That's what I'm thinking about now. I'm like, I see that I have this exhibition coming up. I made a calendar. I started to count days until the exhibition and make work, and I'm failing. Like, I do the work, but I don't like how it looks, and other things started to come in my way, like people, other jobs that I have to do, studying, work, like job, my day job, and there's a lot of things, but it seems like I'm still juggling it, I'm still strong enough to abstain from like pleasuring myself, relaxing to a point where I feel depressed, like it's not relaxation, like now I relax with a pen and paper. I just take a piece of paper, draw a figure, draw an alien, stick it on a big piece of paper, like make a collage. Like I rather do something productive, anything productive, than go into the darkness, and even like thirst traps, like I notice myself kind of looking for some like dramatic videos on YouTube, like I'm like, okay, maybe I can't watch porn, but I'll just look something like a video about women talking about men or something, and all these videos show like these super beautiful women talking about men, like even talking good stuff, like how they need men and sort of stuff like that. Ever since I started like watching SR videos, like some other similar topic videos have been coming up, and it's like we need proper men, men that can hold it down in this world. Also soft men, like feeling wise, like you don't necessarily need to be this macho, I'm not like that at all. Like I'm sensitive, but I feel like I can start using my sensitivity for good, like I don't know, I just feel more confident, when I walk into the room, like I feel more confident, like I want to be the best version of myself. And you could do that too if you're in the beginning of your journey. Like you've got this, I know even spending a day, like if you've been doing it, busting it every day, you don't need to do it today, just last one day. I've been reading this book about smoking and how to quit smoking, and you basically introduce one day in a week where you decide that you're not gonna smoke, and the next day you can smoke again. So I started with that, and the next day I didn't want to smoke. I was like, wait a minute, I lasted the whole day. Like, why do I need to smoke now? So it's the same with SR, semen retention. You last one day and you feel stronger, and then even the act of like watching porn or masturbating, in the head it seems like, I don't want to say, but it seems like dirty, you don't want to like not even like just physically dirty, but like spiritually, mentally, like spirit wise, you feel more like more on point. You feel like you don't want to go with the devil, don't want to indulge in Satan's work, you know. You don't want to be that guy, you know. You want to be that guy, you know. You want to be someone that is strong within himself and can be patient and can listen. You know, I've been getting like compliments about being able to listen, you know. And in fact, anything that I do that or say that makes me weaker, you know, like sometimes I'll fail, I won't be my strongest or perfect self, and I'll just reflect on that back later on and be like, shit, I shouldn't have acted like that. Makes me feel ashamed of myself, you know. But then it's like, where is the limit, you know? Where is the boundary? Like, if you want to attract a woman, but at the same time a woman will drain your sexual energy, then do you stop, you know? Do you not come, you know? Do you just abstain from sex at all, or you just make sure you don't bust? Like, where's the limit? That's why I'm saying semen retention sucks, because it makes you start to think, you know. It makes you start to have an opinion, you know. It makes you think different ways, you know. Your testosterone level is higher, so, you know, you got more energy, you got more energy to put somewhere. And if you put that energy into your brain, you know, you start to think more. If you put it into your spirit, you start to create more, you know. Like, I don't know, I see creativity as some weird thing, you know, because like nowadays there's AI. So basically you can create anything with AI, but you can't create a thing that's real, that's been made by one human being, that a paintbrush stroke that doesn't look artificial, you know. I mean, there's all this new stuff that's coming in that people want to look like AI. People want to look like a filter, you know. People want to look artificial, you know. And that human touch is disappearing. And what do you want to be, a robot or a human, you know? Lust, you know, lust is a powerful force, but you don't have to give up to it. You can use it, spiritually use it to advance, and you can advance. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for your service to the positivity of human beings, of the world. You know, I think the power is in the hands of the people, that the individuals, you know. The power is in the hands of the individual. So it doesn't matter if anybody sees what you do, as long as you know that you've done something. Because at the end of the day, it's between you and your God, because that's who is going to judge you at the end of your life. I mean, you got conscience, so you can feel what I'm talking about. And before you put that dick in your hand, you know, think about that, how you're gonna feel afterwards, and whether your conscience is your God. Maybe that's who is really in control. and you have to kind of serve it sometimes to make yourself better, So make sure that you consult with your spirit. But I'm proud of you. Doesn't matter if you're on day one. Like, I'm proud of you of just watching this video and putting your thoughts to it and putting your mind to this exercise. I'm nearly on 4 weeks. That's my record. And this journey is new for me too. So anything I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's been 27 days. So, I mean, I've been abstaining from any kind of drugs and alcohol for over a year now. So and that's my record too. So maybe things aren't supposed to change quickly. Maybe things are supposed to change slowly, minute by minute, second by second. You're getting better. You can do 5 push-ups today. You can do maybe 6 tomorrow, and add a push-up every day. After a year, you will have 365 push-ups, man. Or 370. That's a lot. So, little steps, little incremental steps every day. And you've got this. So, have a great day, morning, evening, nighttime. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Much love, take care, and peace.